And now, prepare your ear holes for penetration as we bring you another great podcast from the Poop Culture Extended Universe.
This episode of the Beau broadcast is brought to you by... Ever get frustrated trying to remember what password belongs to what account? You're preaching to the choir. Luckily, there's an app for that. Vault. That's V-A-L-T. It's the visual approach to passwords. With Vault, you can easily store, manage, generate, and retrieve all your passwords across all your devices. Never waste another minute trying to remember a password. Right now, you can visit vault.io/Beau and receive 2 free months of synchronization just for being a listener of the Beau broadcast. That's VALT.io/BEAU. Vault, making passwords painless.
Warning, the following program features content that may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. You're listening to the Beau broadcast.
Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 49 of the Beau broadcast. Glad to be back in the basement with you for another week of shenanigans across the World Wide Web. I am currently in the midst of a significantly bad Christmas hangover. Way too much food yesterday. We had 2 Christmases to go to. We have essentially kind of a lightweight Christmas to go to tonight at Emily's parents'. I'm sure that'll be a lot of grazing, which is much better than what I did yesterday, which was gorge myself on a buffet of delicious homemade food over the course of 2 different Christmas events. Right now, my guts hate me. Everything that can rumble and grumble and groan right now is absolutely doing so and has been doing so over the past 12 hours. And like I said, there's only more to come. We've got at least 2 more Christmases to go. So I'm thinking maybe I back off a little bit. I ease off gorging myself. You have to get back on the old keto train here very shortly. Hey, the great thing though, and this really has put me in the Christmas spirit because I can't remember the last time this happened. There's a white Christmas here, folks, in Quincy, Illinois. It has arrived. I got up around 6 o'clock this morning because Cal was stirring around and, making noise and being a little puppy dog and everything. And, it was in the forecast. We were supposed to get it. And by about 6 o'clock, it was measurable snow. I opened the blinds and, he ran outside and did his little doggy business in the snow and we had to wipe his feet and all that stuff. But man, what a magical feeling. To me, there's no better feeling than having snow on Christmas. And here we go. We have it. Right now, it's about 11 o'clock on Sunday morning. There's at least 4 inches on the ground, I would say, between 2 and 4 inches. And it's still coming down pretty well. The only thing missing is a fireplace. But luckily, we have Netflix now. This is the 21st century. All we have to do is pull up a fireplace scenario on the television. And it looks like we've got a fireplace. We did a fireplace on the TV, whatever. I might even fire up the old record player today. Take a page out of my friend Don Van Dyke's book, who's listening to Johnny Mathis and Robert Goulet Christmas records. I can imagine anything better than that. That also makes me recall in college my friends Andy Rutherford and the wonderful, timeless, magnificent Zach Martin putting on Rat Pack vinyl, Frank Sinatra stuff, Christmas records, and drunkenly decorating their dorm room. I'm telling you, I'm in the Christmas mood. It took a while, took a lot to get me here because it's been so warm outside. There hasn't been any, inkling of snow in the forecast, but here we are. Christmas Eve, snow's coming down, Christmas presents under the tree. I have yet to wrap mine. Got to do that today. But man, here we are. This is good. This is great stuff. I'm excited. The one thing that comes along with snow, though, and it's not everybody's favorite thing to do, luckily we don't have a lot of it to do, is shoveling the snow. I've already been out this morning because sometimes we only have a 1-car driveway, so sometimes I have to park in the street, or Emily has to park in the street, or we play car jockey or things of that nature. It's not the most convenient, but maybe in 2018, maybe that'll change. Maybe we finally get that attached 2-car garage, or at least a 2-car driveway, and we eliminate on-street parking. Regardless, shoveling the snow is something that everybody has to do, or at least they probably should do. I guess it depends on who you are and where you live. But I've already been out this morning to shovel the deck so that Cal's not, tracking in more snow than he needs to, and shoveling a path from the driveway to the back door. Here's the thing. Some people shovel snow for a living in the winter. So they've got kind of like a unit, they've got the snowsuit or the overalls and the boots and things like that. The great thing about shoveling snow, though, for those of you that don't do it professionally and just do it to kind of get around when it snows, is you can shovel snow in what you would wear or what most people would wear to Walmart. It's acceptable attire. So like I did this morning, and what I'm still currently wearing, wool socks, sweatpants, a sweatshirt, and a pair of Ducks Unlimited camouflage gum boots. And I went outside and shoveled the snow in that. That's the great thing, though. It's not like Walmart where people are like, oh my God, what is he wearing? You could shovel snow in a clown suit and people would be like, he's just shoveling snow. That's the nature of the beast. He's doing what he's got to do. That's what I enjoy about shoveling snow. You're not judged for what you're wearing because nobody wants to get it. They're going to wear what they want to be comfortable in inside and go get that done so they can come back inside and relax. So there's no particular dress code as it pertains to snow shoveling, which is great. It's fantastic. Speaking of Walmart and shopping and that kind of thing, when Christmas and the first measurable snow of the year fall on the same weekend, the store is an absolute nut house. And Emily works on Sundays, so I'm sure that she's probably experiencing this right now, unless people are, people seem to not know how to drive in snow despite, driving for years in inclement Midwest weather. It's like it brings out the worst drivers possible. But like I said, a lot of people are doing their family Christmases this weekend, and this is also the first measurable snowfall in Western Illinois of the year. So, of course, the store is going to run out of bread, and people are going to be like, oh my God, it's the apocalypse. We got to go to the store and get bread and milk and blah, blah, blah. And by the way, when snow is coming and I've got to go to the store, milk and bread are probably the two last things that I would ever think about needing to buy. I'm going to buy the good stuff. I'm going to buy stuff that I'm actually going to need to eat or want to eat, I guess, in this case. Milk and bread, furthest from the priority. But yeah, anyway, I went to the store Friday night after I got off work at Sears, and the lines at 10:30 at night were insane. All I wanted was a sandwich and something to drink, and I had to wait like 15 minutes to get through the line. We went in there yesterday, before we went to Memphis for family Christmas, equally as insane. It's like everybody loses their, like, I get it, like, but do you prepare for things? Like, if you know a family dinner, which is usually planned at least, I'm assuming like a week or two in advance for most families that are normal, wouldn't you go ahead and get the stuff that you need for that? Or I guess maybe you're worried about it expiring by the time that you have to, feed it to people, whatever. Preparedness is everything. And I know that some people fly by the seat of their pants, and that's probably why I don't understand it from their perspective. But holy cow, people. Plan ahead. Just think about these things. It's the winter. If you need to buy milk and bread in preparation for a measurable snowfall, buy milk and bread before it happens. So you just, you've got it in stock should you need it. All I'm asking is be a little prepared. Then you don't have to be like me and complain about the insanity at the supermarket. I don't know. I don't know. It's been a crazy couple of days. I've had to go in the store for some reason multiple times over the last few days. I don't know why. It's been nothing incredibly pertinent by any means, but I'm the type of guy that doesn't buy a lot of stuff when he goes to the store. So when I have to wait an exceptionally long period of time, I get a little antsy. But it is what it is. Everybody's busy. It's just that time of year. But a little good tiding goes a long way in my book. So I make sure that, I say Merry Christmas when I finally get through the checkout line. I'm not an ass to the cashier or anything because I feel the pain. I've worked retail. I get it. It can become very stressful. So if you take that person's mind off all the insanity for just a second, you're doing them a large favor in most cases. But I wanted to take a few minutes this morning to wish a Merry Christmas to a few of my favorite companies. So I decided I'm going to call up Hershey's, right? Because I wanted to teach you all that it's pronounced Reese's and not Reese's, you degenerates. And of course, I wanted to wish them a Merry Christmas and tell them that I enjoy getting extra peanut butter cups in my ice cream at Culver's and Dairy Queen. Anyway, they were closed. So I decided I'm going to call the Coca-Cola Company. Thank them for a great year with Gold Peak Tea, also closed. Now, this is largely on me. I should have done this earlier in the week when the businesses were still open, right? But right now it's Christmas Eve, and it's nice to know that offices are closed to allow their employees time off with their families during the holiday. I knew there was one place that I could turn. I knew there was one. Butterball. You may have heard about this. You may not have heard about this. Butterball has a Turkey Talk hotline where you can call and you can get tips or you can troubleshoot what to do with a turkey, which to me is funny because when you hear the term troubleshooting, you typically think of something mechanical or electronic, like a computer, like you're having issues with your laptop or something, so you troubleshoot. But you can troubleshoot what to do with a turkey if you're stuck or if you've never made a turkey before. Now, luckily, Butterball employees are working the Turkey Talk hotline until 2 o'clock today. I say luckily, maybe not them. Maybe they're not lucky that they got to work on Christmas Eve. At least they're getting out early. But lucky for me in what I was trying to accomplish. So after 2 failed phone calls with my favorite companies, I was able to get a quick phone call in with Sue at Butterball. And here's a little chat that we had.
Welcome to Butterball.
Butterball Turkey Talk, how can I help you?
Hello?
Yes.
I'm sorry, you sound very far away.
Well, I know why, because I didn't have the mouthpiece down.
No worries.
Is that better?
Yes,
is that better?
That's outstanding. Thank you very much.
Do you want me to continue screaming at you?
Well, I mean, it 'tis the season if you'd like to.
No, I don't want to yell at you. Okay, so what are we doing? Are we cooking a turkey?
I actually had some of your turkey yesterday. It was fantastic. My name is Beau Beecraft. I'm calling from the Beau Cephas broadcast. I don't really need any tips on how to cook a turkey. I just wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Oh, how nice. How nice.
Are you working all day, or do you get the holiday off?
No, we're only working till 2 o'clock.
All right, that's fantastic.
I'm only working till noon, or 11 o'clock.
And what's your name?
Sue.
Sue. All right. Well, do you have big plans for the holiday, Sue?
Well, yeah, my whole family is coming. My children are all coming with their children and spouses, and we're just going to have a good old time.
Well, all right.
And I'll be in the kitchen.
Oh, you'll be in the kitchen. What's your favorite Christmas dish to make?
Oh, I don't know. I usually do something. Well, they're going to be here for about 4 or 5 days, so I got time for a turkey. I got time for beef roast, and I got time for ham and all that kind of good stuff. So I have a little bit of everything.
Then you got time for microwave dinners.
Oh no, I don't. They would be disappointed, I think.
Well, all right. Sue, have a great holiday. Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Thank you. And you too.
Like I said, it just feels good to tell somebody Merry Christmas. Somebody that's probably under a lot of stress. A little bit of that goes a long way. It's the gift that keeps on giving. And speaking of gifts, this is the season of giving gifts. You don't have to necessarily give a physical gift. Why not give the gift of digital security? You can do that with Vault. Vault is a new visualized approach to passwords. Nobody wants to be, frustrated during the holidays. Luckily, with Vault, you're going to have one less thing to worry about because they're going to make managing all the passwords that you have completely painless. You can store, manage, generate, retrieve all of your passwords across all your devices because Lord knows we've all got 8 million devices these days. You'll never waste another minute trying to remember a password. But if you're like me, you'd like to just forget your bank account passwords during the holidays. Start checking it again after you get your tax return deposited so you feel a little better about having some extra money in your account instead of spending a bunch over the holidays. But as a gift to listeners of the Beau Cephas broadcast, I'm going to give you your first 2 months as a Vault user free of charge. It is on me. All you have to do is visit vault.io/Beau. That's VALT.io/BEAU. Download the app now. Simple as that. 2 months free. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Plus, it works in my favor. The more downloads I get from the show, the less likely it is that I have to spin the PCEU Wheel of Misfortune. Look, I love my poop culture guys. Love my poop culture comrades. But there's more than likely some very dastardly scenarios on that wheel, and I'm not about to end up having to carry one of those out. So do the right thing. It's the right thing to do. Download it for me. Vault.io/Beau. You know what, folks? I'm going to be honest. Don't have a lot for you this week, but I do want to take a moment, tell you all thank you for making the first year of this program a great one. We are not quite yet to the 1 year anniversary of the show, but that is coming next month. It's going to be here before you know it. But I would call this a wrap on the year because we're not going to talk again until the 1st of January because that's when episode 50 comes out. So we're halfway to that 100 episode mark. And in starting this almost a year ago, I had no idea the longevity of this program thing, but it's been a great year. It's certainly exceeded my expectations. I wouldn't call it wildly successful by any means, But I do want to take a moment to tell you all thank you very much for making this, the first year of this program, a very great one, very memorable. I mean, I got people to sponsor this show. Never would have thought that would have happened. I got guests on here that I never would have dreamt of speaking with. This has fulfilled a lot of things that I was unable to accomplish in the realm of radio. So it's been very fulfilling. And I really hope the trend continues next year. Bigger names, better content. Who knows what 2018 is going to bring to the Beau Cephas broadcast, but I am looking forward to seeing what happens. And I truly, truly, truly thank you for your support. With that being said, I'm going to end this week's episode the only way I know how, in song. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's the most wonderful time for a beer. All the bills on my shelving, my coworkers yelling and ringing my ears. It's the most wonderful time for a beer. Been the crappiest week of them all. With my student loan climbing, gift shopping me, I can't find time for it all. Been the crappiest week of them all. Well, there's kids in the alley, they're screaming and shouting. The white trash next door needs to go. My paycheck's not increasing, my cash flow's depleting. I sure wish the mortgage was low. It's the most wonderful time for a beer. Ugly sweaters abound and no deals to be found since Black Friday was here. It's the most wonderful time for a beer. Well, through work I'll be coasting, searching new job postings. Frustration continues to grow. We've got family to gather, to eat food and chatter. I think that I'd rather stay home. It's the most wonderful time for a beer. A big tall glass of flowing, it's cold and it's foamy, just sit it right here. It's the most wonderful time. Wanna drink till I can't walk a line. I can't stand this freaking time. All the
You've been listening to the Beau Cephas broadcast.
What you just heard was a podcast in the Poop Culture Extended Universe. For more great podcasts, make your way to www.poopculture.com.